Hello and welcome. Today we are going to discuss Poseidon from the Greek mythology. So, who is Poseidon? So, Poseidon was a powerful Olympian and the Greek god of the seas, seafarers, earthquakes, and horses. Unruly and rebellious, he interfered in the business of gods and men, often with dramatic results. So, one of the chief Olympian deities, Poseidon, was a defined god whose power was second only to that of Zeus. Although he was chiefly known as god of the sea and seafarers, his power extended to other domains, including earthquakes and horses and horsemanship. Worshipped across the entirety of the Greek world, Poseidon had a particularly strong followings in seafaring cities such as Athens and Corinth. So, Poseidon was a Greek god of the sea, and thus necessarily the patron deity of navigation and maritime battles. As he had the ability to calm and stir up the seas, he was both savior and potential nemesis of sailors and fishermen. Poseidon was also the god of earthquakes, described by Homer as the earth shaker, who caused the earth to tremble when he struck it with his trident. Further, he was the god of horses, which he was believed to have created, and he was closely associated with horse breeding and racing. While the meaning of his name is uncertain, Poseidon was a god of great antiquity in Greece. Notations of his name date to the Bronze Age, a period extending from roughly 3000 to 1050 BCE. Given Poseidon's realm of influence, a great many temples and sanctuaries sacred to him were located in coastal cities, as at Sunion in the territory of Athens and on the Isthmus of Corinth, site of the Pan-Hellenic Isthmian Games that were celebrated in his honor. However, cities sacred to him could also be found inland at places where there were clefts in the earth or springs. In terms of his mythology, Poseidon was a son of the Titan gods, Cronus and Rhea. His siblings were Zeus, Hades, Hestia, Demeter, and Hera, all of whom, apart from Zeus, were swallowed by their father upon their birth and later disgorged when Cronus' children prevailed over him, and the older Titan gods seized rulership of the world from them. It was not given that Zeus would be king of the gods, nor was it predetermined which part of the world each of the brothers would control. Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus accordingly drew lots from a helmet. Hades became lord of the underworld, Zeus the lord of the heavens, and Poseidon lord of the sea, with an underwater palace near Aegea on the island of Euboea. Poseidon later became involved in a series of disputes with other Olympian gods over territories in Greece. With Athena, he vied for patronage of Athens, engaging with her in a contest in order to win this land. Athena caused an olive tree to grow, and Poseidon, smiting the rock of the Acropolis with his trident, produced a saltwater spring, a symbol of naval power. Athena's gift was deemed more valuable, and she became the patron deity of Athens. As a result of a dispute with the god Helios over Corinth, Poseidon was assigned the Isthmus, while Helios was given the height of Acrocorinth. Poseidon lost his bid for Argos to the goddess Hera, while the sea goddess Amphitrite was called his consort, as well as mother by him of Triton. Poseidon had numerous extramarital amorous encounters. Among the best known of these was his pursuit of a grief-stricken Demeter, whom he pursued while she searched for her daughter, Persephone, in order to escape him. Demeter transformed herself into a mare, but Poseidon could not be deceived and in turn became a stallion. In this way, fathering the immortal horse Arion, which would eventually pass to the ownership of Hercules and later to the hero Adrastus. Poseidon saved the lovely Danaid Amymone from assault by a satyr, chasing it off with his trident. But in the process, he fell in love with her, and taking her by force, became father to her son Nauplius. Poseidon also impregnated Medusa with Pegasus and Chrysaor, both of whom were born from her neck when Bellerophon decapitated her. And on the same night that Aegeus slept with Aethra, Poseidon slept with her as well, in this way becoming a second father to the Athenian hero Theseus. With the nymph Thusa, a daughter of the sea deity Phorcys, he became father to the Cyclops Polyphemus. Among those who felt Poseidon's wrath were the Trojans and Odysseus. The god's hatred of the former stemmed from the period of his servitude to the Trojan king Laomedon, who refused to pay him and Apollo for building the city's wall. As for Odysseus, he incurred Poseidon's anger by blinding the monstrous Polyphemus, and as a consequence, the god ensured that Odysseus' journey home from Troy would be both long and difficult, filled with perils from the sea. Minos, king of Crete, also incurred the gods' displeasure after asking Poseidon to ratify his claim to the throne by producing a bull from the sea. Poseidon obliged him, but Minos subsequently broke his promise to sacrifice the animal to the god. As a result, Poseidon caused Minos' wife, Pasiphae, to develop a passion for the bull, an infatuation that resulted in the birth of the Minotaur. As for Poseidon's attributes and distinguishing characteristics, he was represented as a mature, bearded male holding a trident. Animals sacred to him included bulls, horses, and dolphins. As regards plants, he had a special connection with pine, which was particularly well suited for the production of ships' masts. The Romans identified their sea god, Neptune, with Poseidon. So that is the story of Poseidon, the god of the sea, from the Greek mythology. Thank you.